in the days of the Old Testament, the prophets, they were God's mouthpiece. That was the way God communicated to people. In our day and age, we have Scripture. God speaks to us through Scripture. So this is the greatest prophetic word that we have right here in Scripture. But in addition to Scripture, God chooses to speak through people at certain times, His message. Now, in our day and age, I do believe that God does speak through people. Now, it should always align with Scripture. Prophetic words should never go against what Scripture says. They never add something new to Scripture. And then in Acts, in the last day, God says, I will pour out my Spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. It doesn't say may prophesy, but will prophesy. And he continues, I will pour out my Spirit in those days and they will prophesy, speaking of his servants. And so that's why I believe that the gift of prophecy still operates today. It's a little different than when it was in the Old Testament about he came. And that none of us miss that important point, because when Jesus came, a lot of people missed that point. Especially the religious leaders, especially those religious people. And then the second point is if he was the Messiah and he was who he said he was, why are we not experiencing him in the fullness of our lives today?